Before we sing the next one, my dad would want you to know that I do support Spurs and Tottenham Rule. But this song was first performed in 1917 in the Winter Gardens Theatre in New York and was part of a musical called Passing Time. And we'll now perform it for you. We'll sing a chorus, we'll sing a verse, and then there'll be another chorus. And as long as it doesn't conflict with which football team you support, please feel free to join in with us on the second chorus. I'll even turn around and do that. And if you're still there, great. Come on.
Fly
We have one more from our collection that has nothing to do with World War I before we move into that. And it's Alexander's Ragtime Band. And it's probably the quickest version you will ever hear, ever. So I've let them have a little sit down before we do it, because I'm not convinced they've had enough caffeine. I have, but we'll find out if they've had. So we're going to do Alexander's Ragtime Band, and then we'll move into, well, a bit of recruitment for World War I, as it were. So, before women were given the vote, which, you know, I'll get on my high horse about that in a little while, women were considered to be quite influential, and so a song was written for the women of Britain to sing to encourage their menfolk to enlist. So for some reasons, that means it's not our favourite song to sing. Backing tracks to it aren't ready available because it's not sung a lot, but we've put an arrangement of it together just because this opens our section about World War I. So this song written to encourage the menfolk to enlist.
Watch you playing cricket and every kind of game. At football, golf and polo, you men have made your name. But now
for a song to amuse the troops. So they actually went through their draw of duds, songs that they'd kind of gone, yeah, don't like that one. And they came up with, well, what about Pack Up Your Troubles? So they sort of sped it up a little bit and created Pack Up Your Troubles and entered it into the competition. And they won, wait for it, £100. I know. And so, yes, so we would like to sing Pack Up Your Troubles, but we'd also like to sing It's a Long Way to Tipperary, and we'd also like to sing the version of It's a Long Way to Tipperary that was quite common during the First World War, so it has slightly alternative words to it. So we're going to sing It's a Long Way to Tipperary, then the alternative words, then Pack Up Your Troubles, and then I'm going to split the choir in two, which isn't as messy as it sounds. And this half is It's a Long Way, and this half, Pack Up. So, and you know, don't be shy. This half, It's a Long Way. This half, Pack Up Your Troubles. And if you don't know it, look as though you're enjoying it, like this.
It's a long way
adapted at a later date and became a play of the same name. Then followed by, we also have Keep the Home Fires Burning, and, you know, because I'm now Welsh, as you can tell, should point out Keep the Home Fires Burning with music by Ivor Novello, so, you know, all a bit local. So, and then we would like to do Goodbye, but do not be fooled, that's not the end of us, just because we're finishing that bit with Goodbye. But I think we will sing all these three, one after the other, and then I'll tell you what's next.
Out your wasting water, out your eyes and slush, using the kind of language that makes the sergeant blush. Who would join the army? That's what we all inquire. Don't we pity the poor civilians sitting by the fire? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Who wouldn't be a soldier, hey? Oh, it's a shame to take the pay. As soon as the valley is gone, we feel just as heavy as lead. But we never get up till the sergeant brings our breakfast up to bed. Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. What do we want with eggs and ham when we've got plum and apple jam? 4, 4, right, 2. How shall we spend the money we earn? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. When does the soldier grumble? When does he make a fuss? No one is more contented in all the world than us. Oh, it's a cushy life, boys, really we love it so. Once a fellow was sent on leave and simply refused to go. Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Who wouldn't be a soldier, hey? Oh, it's a shame to take the pay. As soon as the valley is gone, we feel just as heavy as lead. But we never get up till the sergeant brings our breakfast up to bed. Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. What do we want with eggs and ham when we've got plum and apple jam? 4, 4's right, 2. How shall we spend the money we earn? Oh, 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 it's a lovely war. Somewhere from the hillside, they were calling from the glen, and the country found their refuge at the stirring call from heaven. Let the tears out through their haunches as the soldiers pass along. And although your heart is breaking, make it sing this cheery song. Keep the hope fires burning while your hearts are yearning. Though the lads are far away, they dream of home. There's a silver lining through the dark clouds shining. Turn the dark
high horse about votes for women. And so that's what I'm going to do now. Because during this decade that we've been singing about was the decade where women went, hang on, what about us? And the suffragette movement started, and one of the composers very influential on that was Ethel Smythe, who wrote a song called March of the Women, which became the official song of the suffragettes. And I do believe that I have a few fellow suffragettes out there that would like to join us in our campaign because, well, because we've been campaigning. And although it's 2014 and we have now got the vote, we would like to sing about needing the vote right now. And we'd like to take a little tiny bit of artistic license as well, because the song that we have mashed it up with technically isn't from the decade 1910 to 1920, but they work very nicely together, so we're doing it anyway. So I hope you'll forgive us for that. And as our choir stand, maybe we could be joined by some fellow suffragettes following that suffrage movement. Thank you.
Someone else is getting
Second World War, but it was originally a Swift's Cradle song, and which was adopted and words were put in Maori to see the troops off, the Maori troops off from New Zealand in the First World War. So we're going to sing it in Maori and then in English. Thank you. And that's us.